Hey, and welcome to the FreeFormKnits YouTube channel. I'm Haxann Evers, a knit and crochet who's free from ways of crafting and to world design. All the places you can find me will be listed down below this video. If you're new to my channel, please be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for stopping by and crafting with me today. In today's video, we're going to be talking about 5 crochet cardigans that I really want to start. Like, right now, I want to start them. So the idea for this video kind of came spur of the moment. It basically started with me kind of accidentally making my way onto Ravelry and looking at some crochet cardigan patterns. I just really want to crochet a cardigan. I don't know why. I am currently working on one, but I'm not like in love with it. It's really just a plain half double crochet cardigan that I made up on the go. I talk about it in my podcast episode, my latest podcast episode, which you can find also on my channel. But I don't know, I just really want to make a crochet cardigan, like a really pretty one, and so I kind of found my way, again accidentally, ignoring my other whips that were laying around me, onto the way of Ravelry and found some really pretty patterns that I really want to make. So I want to talk to you about them. So I do have a lot of them are free patterns on websites, so I'm actually looking at them on my computer. So if you see me looking down, that is why. I'm just looking at it, make sure I give you the right information, and I will hopefully have pictures of them up here in this general area. Okay, the first one that I'm really excited about, and I'm actually a little surprised that I'm really excited about it, is the Fairy Rings cardigan, and this is a pattern by Raven CK Designs. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm probably not, but that's what it says, Raven CK Designs. And she has a Ravelry Raven CK's Designs. I guess that's just her handle. And the Fairy Rings cardigan is really pretty, as you can hopefully see from the picture. It's really just this lacy cardigan. It looks like it's done, like there's no sleeves. It's just a lacy cardigan. Just, it looks really pretty. It looks like it's just one, or I guess 3 straight pieces. I don't know if it's seamed, but like it's got where you would put the seams, it's got just these simple bands of what looks like single crochet from the picture. And actually the yarn she calls for, the yarn she calls for looked like in the picture, like exactly what I have. Well, the reason I'm so attracted to this cardigan and really want to make it, it's not usually something I would make. Usually when I think of a cardigan, I think, like if I'm making a cardigan, I want it to be like a big, you know, comfy cardigan, not just like a pretty piece to throw over. As pretty as it is, it's just something I wouldn't typically wear. But what makes me really want to make this is I actually have this yarn in my stash, and this is Lion Brand's True Boo. It's 100% rayon from bamboo yarn, and I have quite a bit of this in my stash. This is in this, what colorway is this? Just light pink. And I actually I've used some of it for various projects. So I guess this is basically 2 skeins, maybe a little bit more. These are like half skeins because I held a double for something. But then I have a bunch of others in this cabinet here. You see those little purple skeins right back here. And I also have some white of the same type of yarn. So I don't think I have enough of one color to make this cardigan, but striping it or something, I think that would be really easy. Judging from the shape, it'd be very easy to stripe it, and you know, this yarn would have a perfect project, because this is a very nice yarn. It feels really nice, but it is very thin and it splits. But I saw this cardigan and it looks like this would be the perfect project. That would not only be enjoyable to make, like it's this very open lace, but also that it would let this yarn shine. It seems like a perfect match. So I was really excited to find this cardigan pattern and really want to make it. The next cardigan pattern I found is the Aurora Cardigan, and this is a pattern on a Crocheted Simplicity blog. I found all these patterns through Ravelry, but they have links to their websites where you can do the pattern for free, or you can purchase the ad-free PDF version that includes like special things like schematics and stuff. But I'm just looking at the websites because I'm not sure which one I want to make first. And this Aurora cardigan, it looks like it has a really nice texture. I can't see from the picture, it won't let me zoom in, but it seems like it's not just double crochet. It's got like these little eyelets from the picture, it looks like. It has pockets, and that's really cool. I really want pockets. I don't have yarn picked out for this one. I have this yarn. I have 4 skeins of this. This is Yarn BID in the Rosewater colorway. I love this colorway. I love it so much. This actually looks a little bit darker than the first Rosewater skein I ever picked up that made me fall in love with this colorway. But I have a sweater's quantity of this. Originally I was going to knit a pullover in it, but I think I actually want to crochet a cardigan. So I actually don't have, as much as the yarn you see behind me, I don't actually have a lot of sweater quantities in my stash. So there's a little bit of stash planning and thinking about to do. This cardigan, the Aurora Cardigan, is really pretty, but I don't think I want it in this colorway. I really like what the color the sample's made in, the yellow, but that's not really, I'm not really like yellows. I don't like them for me personally to wear. I think that's very pretty, but I think something more along those lines, like a color like that, like the, maybe, not brown. I don't think I'd like brown. I'm hesitant to say silver or gray because I think crocheting a silver or gray cardigan would be a little bit boring, but I don't know. I don't know what color I would make this in, but I really do want to make it. It looks really nice. It's got like I said, it's got pockets. Actually, I think 3 total of these cardigans patterns I found have pockets, and that makes me very excited. So that's a crochet cardigan I want to make number 2. Crochet cardigan I want to make. The second crochet cardigan I want to make. The third one, which I will be using this yarn for, and it was a toss-up whether I would use this yarn for this one or the Aurora Cardigan, but I think I settled on this one. This is on Hooked on Handmade Happiness blog. I think I've made some of her patterns before. This is the Cafe au Lait cardigan crochet pattern. I'm butchering that, no doubt, but that's the title, somewhat. And this is, oh, it actually looks like, the sleeve is not picked up. Like from the picture of the Aurora Cardigan, it looked like it's a drop shoulder, and then you either sew the sleeve on or pick up and go down the sleeve. But this one actually, I don't see the seam, but the pattern's going in the direction, so I just must not see it in the picture. I don't know. I'll find out when I make it, I suppose. But it's got this really nice, I actually know of a knitting stitch that's very similar to this, where it's like the columns, and then in between the wide columns there are like these yarn overs, and it's really pretty, and I think it will shine with this yarn very well. It's also got not like the pouch pockets like the Aurora Cardigan. It's got like what are they called? There's a proper name, like it's angled pocket. I don't know how to pronounce it, or not how to pronounce it, how to say it. I don't know what I'm talking about, but if you can probably see from the picture, it's got those pockets, which I think would be really fun to do. I've never done those type of pockets. Actually, I've never done in either knitting or crochet proper pockets. I've kind of always butchered them in some way or another. So I think having a good cardigan with pockets, or several if I make all of these like I really want to. But yeah, this is a really pretty cardigan. I'm really interested in the necklines of cardigans lately. That's something I can't get with crochet recently. Trying to expand my crochet garment horizons. I'm really having trouble with necklines and ribbing. I've never actually successfully pulled off ribbing, even in knitting. I always cop out on ribbing because I get bored with it. So it's something I want to kind of do some proper ribbing, and there's a lot of like the ribbing around this cardigan, around the cuffs and the pocket. That's something I really want to do, which really makes me want to do this pattern. And I think it'll be so pretty. It'll look so pretty in this yarn, and I love this color. So yeah, the more I look at it, the more I'm sold on this yarn, this cardigan. So that might have to happen sooner rather than later, because there's nothing stopping me. It's not like the Aurora Cardigan, I need to find the right colorway for that garment, but I have all this ready. I'd have to check gauge. I'm probably using my hook for something. That's the thing with crochet, a big difference between crochet and knitting. Like with knitting, if you only have only so many needles, then you have to wait or take the needles off one project to do a different one. But with crochet, there's nothing stopping you from using the same hook for multiple projects and just taking the hook out and working on another project. Nothing stopping you at all, except what little self-control you have. And when it comes to this, I don't have any self-control. I might have to cast this on really soon. I must resist. I have a lot of things on the go at the moment. A lot of projects that I need to finish. Anyway, let's see. We're on cardigan number 4, I think, for the Hexagon Crochet Cardigan Sweater. This is by Make and Do Crew Modern Crochet. I guess that's the title of their website. This is really interesting. So it's, and she actually says she really liked the designer Jess Koppalm. I'm probably saying that wrong. Again, I apologize. She says she's really obsessed with this shape, this hexagon shape, and I didn't know from looking at the picture that that's how this cardigan is constructed, but it is. It's just two hexagons, and she has pictures on her blog of how you achieve it. Like she shows the two pieces laid out and how you seam them to get the sweater, and it looks really interesting, and it just looks beautiful. Like the fall of the garment, and I love her sleeves. I love big old sleeves, and then they're just cinched. I think that's the easiest way to do a sleeve. It fits really nicely. I have one crochet cardigan that has that fit, and I love it. I love that fit. Even though while I'm making the sleeve, I'm like, this is too big, but when it's finished and the cuff is cinched, it's beautiful. I love it. And so this has that. Another thing that's really interesting about this cardigan is she uses a velvety yarn. I think the yarn she calls for in the pattern, I think it's a Lion brand yarn. Yes, Lion brand Velux. I might be able to get that brand, or if not, I know of another velvet yarn line I can get. And I have kind of a hesitancy with any kind of novelty yarn. I think that's the proper term, like the faux fur, the velvets, anything like that, because I tend to, if I get them, it's for a specific project and it's only for that project. Like, it's not like I can scrap bust with that for anything else, I guess. My imagination doesn't go there, I don't know. But I think it would be really interesting to have a garment in that yarn. It looks really soft in the picture. Like she has one picture where it's like she's got the sweater and the yarn around it. It looks, and plus it's the most prettiest colors. I love these colors, the gray, the dark gray, and the pink. That's not what she doesn't use. She just used the one solid color for the garment, but in the picture it looks like the way she staged to show off the yarn. Yeah, it's a really pretty picture, and I think it would be interesting to crochet a garment in a velvet yarn. With the yarn, I think I'll end up having to get, I don't know if I can get the velvet Lion brand yarn. The yarn I think I'll have to get is a yarn bee line, and judging by the yardage she calls for in the pattern, I probably will have to get like something like 8 skeins of that yarn, but it's not too expensive, so I think it'll be okay. I'm probably gonna do it. It's really pretty. It looks so soft. Like the velvet yarn, even though I'm hesitant to get novelty yarns like that, it does look really soft, and I think having a garment in that would be really fun. So that's garment number 4 I'm planning. Crochet cardigan garment number 4. The last garment I found, or not really the last garment I found, the last one I'm going to talk about in this video, because I think I found a total of 7 or 8, but these are the 5 that I have like yarn planned for, or I can clearly see what yarn I have to get for. And this last one is Cameo Cardigan, wait, is that the right? Cameo Cardigan Adult Medium/Large Crochet Pattern. It's on the Crochet It Creations blog, all things crochet, crafty, and DIY. And the reason I saw this, so I came across this pattern on the Ravelry, like you can search for crochet cardigans and you can search for anything, you know, I typed in crochet cardigans. I found this, I wasn't in love with the first picture. The reason I decided I really need to make this cardigan was this picture. It's that collar I'm looking for. That collar is beautiful. It's a beautiful collar. I need to make that collar. And the rest of it looks really simple, so it's like I could make it out of anything and it'll be like a beautifully staple cardigan in my winter wardrobe. It's also got pockets, which yay. So that is why I really love the color that this picture's in, the pink, but I think I might be going overboard with the pink in my wardrobe. Actually, I just had a thought. I crocheted a garment, a crochet cardigan. It's like a boxy kimono style. I might rip that out and use that yarn to make this, because I won't then be adding yet another pink garment to my wardrobe. and also would be make it into a more usable garment, because I don't think I did make that at the end of winter, so I didn't get a lot of wear out of it. But it's also got its short sleeve, the cardigan I already made, so it might be something to frog it and use it for this cardigan instead. That's something I have to think about. I was originally, when I set out to make this video, I just thought that this Cameo cardigan, it would be perfect to do out of scraps. Like I could get a bunch of scraps and just do a whole cardigan out of my scraps, my worsted scraps, because I don't think, from the picture, it doesn't look like it's made in pieces. It looks like it's just done one panel and then you separate for the fronts and the back and then finish it off at the shoulders. So that's why I thought scraps would be a good idea, and I might still do that if the other idea that just occurred to me to frog that other cardigan and make it out of that. I don't know if it'd be enough because this has sleeves. So I don't know. Now I have to think on that, and because yeah, I'm just thinking all the things, but one of those two options, because I need to make it. I need to make all of these cardigans. So I think that is all the cardigans that are on my mind at the moment. I love them all. They're all so pretty. It's very dangerous going on to Ravelry and just looking for inspiration, because I always end up finding several patterns and I'm like, oh, I can make that and I want to make them right away. But I do have things on the needles and hooks that I should finish first. I used to say a lot, I like having a knitted sweater, a sock, a small project, and then one good crochet whip. Yeah, that's gone out the window, I think, with my current round of whips. I don't know. I want to make a lot of things, but I don't necessarily want to make them, I just want the finished object. And that's a new feeling for me. I usually, like, while I consider myself more of a project knitter, like I'm knitting to get the object, I usually don't make anything unless I'm actively enjoying the process. And it's not that I'm not enjoying my current whips, just not as much as I'm used to. So, I don't know. I'm at a weird spot in my crafting, but oh well. So that is everything for this video. I will have links to all the patterns I talked about down in the description box down below. And be sure in the comments, tell me, is there any project that you're really wanting to start? Whether it's knitting or crochet or cross stitch or anything. What is something that you're really wanting to make? Tell me. Because I might find the pattern and decide I have to make it too. That seems to be how it goes. But that is everything. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, that's everything. Thank you for watching. Happy crafting.